How you doing? Welcome back to Asshat Podcast on YouTube. What we got here is a stack of later era Marvel Tales. Now, Marvel Tales was a title that reprinted. It started off just reprinting a little bit of everything from Marvel. It's kind of a way back in the 60s for people to get in on the start of the Silver Age of Marvel without having to track down back issues. And then it morphed into just a Spider-Man reprint title. Most of the time is reprinting stuff from Amazing Spider-Man. For a short while, it was doing reprints from Marvel Team Up. I pick up any issues of this I find that are from the Steve Ditko era. Like this is, I love this cover. It's almost all black cover. Cloaked in darkness, Spidey faces the mystifying menace of the Molten Man, who, if I remember, was like Betty Brant's brother? I think it was Betty Brant. Also in the landmark issue, Peter Parker's graduation. So this shows you how early on, this is Peter Parker still in high school. Now this is, it was 60 cents. I paid way less than that. This came out in 1984. Wow, this is a little bit older than I thought it was. And it reprints. Let's see on here somewhere. Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man issue 28. As you can see, written and edited with loving care by Stan Lee, plotted and drawn with talent rare by Steve Ditko, lettered and bordered with unmatched flair by Sam Rosen, colored and coated with vacant stare by Andy Yankus. We got an Atari soft ad there for the Atari computer line. Just some gorgeous Ditko artwork. That's why I picked these up. I love, Steve Ditko is probably my favorite of all the Silver Age creators. I mean, I love Kirby too. I love a lot of the Silver Age creators, but Ditko is one that just, I love his stuff. I don't agree with the man on a lot of stuff. Politically and all the others, I don't agree with the man, but artwork-wise, great. Now, how many of y'all remember this? Hey kid, look what's coming your way. Free Marvel Comics. You can get up to 5 great Marvel Comics. The Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, and Fantastic Four free. All you have to do is collect proof of purchase seals, some Sweet and Crunchy Cookie Crisp brand cereal. Then send in the proofs in order form from specially marked packages of Cookie Crisp with your choice of comics that's easy and free. Free Marvel iron-on patches inside the box. What's back for? It was the Cookie Crook or the Cookie Dog or whatever the hell they got now. This was the Cookie Wizard. And look what we got here. We got Spider-Man issue where he first appears in the black costume. We got an issue of Hulk with Rom on it. We got Alpha Flight, which is an odd one to have in there. Fantastic Four and X-Men. And I can't tell you. It's 171 is the X-Men title. Remember those? Did anybody else remember those? Like I said, just great Ditko artwork. The old little small ads. This ad used to always fascinate me. This guy who, it was basically Thor, just kind of redrawn. The Funhouse, damn it, ain't the Johnson Company. These are the ones that used to drive me. No, that ain't it. That's not the ad I'm thinking of. There's an ad that used to bug the piss out of me when I was a kid. And if I come on one in here, I'll talk about it. There's some great Ditko artwork in this. This is it. This is one of the conventions thing. Because I'd see all these conventions that I wanted to go to badly, and every one of them was happening up in the Northeast, and I couldn't go. Didn't know at the time that not too long after I was born, we had our own science fiction convention over in Biloxi, Coast Con. It's still going on. I'll be the first to admit, I don't go anymore. They want a little more than I'm willing to pay to get in for the 3 days. And while there's usually 1 or 2 panels every year that I want to see, I don't feel like paying $50 to see 3 panels and then go shopping. Because that's, and the shopping is not as good as it used to be for me. I'm a comic guy. Well, we got the Marvel Superhero Secret Wars figures for sale. I had so many. I had Kang. I had Magneto, Wolverine, Doc Ock, Doctor Doom. I didn't have hardly any of the heroes. I always had villains for some reason. Just this, like I said, gorgeous Steve Ditko artwork. This ad, how many of y'all remember these ads where you get all the $250 for all these ships and tanks and shit, and they had the Roman soldiers one, the Cowboys and Indians, the American, the United States Army one. Cowboys and Indians, yep, that shows my age there. Cowboys and Native Americans, even though the weird thing is, I have friends who are Native American, 100% Native American, and they hate that term. They really do. Their issue with it was, our people were here before it was called America, why should we be called that? Actually, the term they prefer is, they don't mind the term Indian, actually, and they prefer the term, it's the Canadian thing, First Nations, because they were here first and they were a nation of people. So, just shows there. And the bullpen bulletins. Then we have Amazing High Adventure. Well, I've never actually seen the issue of this, but it looks interesting. It got covered by Bill Sienkiewicz. And then all this great time, you got like Englehart, John Severin, Nocenti, just great time. Never seen an issue. And then on the back, we got, for video time, call 1-900 blah, 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 blah. Call our new video hotline. Get the word on Parker Brothers' latest games. Okay, this is 84, so this would be like Atari 2600 era stuff. So that's one issue, and that was issue 166. So I got 167. This one, when I found out, I was extremely happy because look, The Wondrous Worlds of Doctor Strange. So people that know me know for Marvel Silver Age, ain't a lot of it I really enjoy enough that I could read it. Spider-Man's one title, Doctor Strange is the other. One of the few others, and both of them are drawn by Steve Ditko. So we got, besides a really cool Last Starfighter ad, this reprint's Amazing Spider-Man Annual #2. It's him teaming up with Doctor Strange to take on. This could be called our Being Nice to Stevie Ditko issue. We wanted to feature a really offbeat yarn for Spidey's annual, and Steve Runo dreamed this one up. The fact that he also draws Doctor Strange may have something to do with that. So Red and I, here we go. And it's just Spider-Man teaming up with Doctor Strange to take on him. Now this, I remember this one. This ad here. Free Spider-Man comic when you mail in 3 proofs of purchase from Newton's. Free chew cookies. And it was Marvel Tales, issue 137 is what it looks like. I don't think I ever bailed away for that. The Olympic Club. How many people remember this? Sell stuff to earn prizes and cash. I know a couple people that sold the stuff and they never really made anything. Ask for a penny. Of course, you see just some great Ditko artwork. The huge Mile High comic ad. Back in the day when I would actually order from Mile High Comics, because back in the day their comics were not horribly priced. Now, Jesus Christ. They want too much. And then you find out that they're kind of sleazy. Yeah, look it up. The famous Mile High collection. Yeah, do some research into that. It ain't as above the board. They didn't get as above the board as they make it out to be. Chuck Ranowski, I think's the guy's name. And then we got this ad for Marvel Comics on sale now. Like this issue of Uncanny X-Men with Rogue. I think this is when Storm loses her power, issue of Power Pack. The first issue of the miniseries West Coast Avengers for the regular series started, and then an issue of Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man with the black costume. And we got bullpen bulletins. And just like I always saw, we got The Thing was still coming out. Daredevil, New Mutants has been going on for a little bit. Secret Wars was up to issue 5. Temple of Doom 1, 2, and 3. Conan the King. Amazing Spider-Man. Captain America. Thor. Indiana Jones. That's actually not a bad little title. People seem to forget about the Submariner Limited Series. Incredible Hulk. Conan the Barbarian. I'm just naming off the ones that catch my eye here. X-Men, of course, even though it should say Uncanny. Rom. Power Man and Iron Fist. Marvel Team Up. Which was Spider-Man and Iron Man. That's kind of neat. Defenders. Getting near the end of the run. That's after it became the New Defenders. Alpha Flight, the magazines, which was just Savage Sword of Conan, Marvel Age, and Marvel Fanfare. Epic Comics, Epic Illustrated, which I would love to find more issues of. That is a really cool little book. Dreadstar, Coyote, 6 for Sirius, and then Super Special 30, Temple of Doom, and then Super Special 31, The Last Starfighter. Then we got what is the final page of the comic, the story. We get the ad for the. Then I always enjoyed these Marvel Masterwork pinups. This is the Lizard. Of course, I don't see a signature on it, but I'm pretty sure this is done by Steve Ditko. You see, these got a little water damage. All these issues I'm showing you here. This is the mailbag, which, if I'm remembering right, okay, yeah, Post Office, they would reprint the letters that appeared in that issue back in the day. So that was kind of neat. Transformers are coming. I got these from the comic shop in town. This is the ad for the mail order subscriptions, which I did piles of. Then we got Cheerios at Honey Nut. Cheerios presents free with the 4 qualifying Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios UPC symbols, storybook and record from the new movie The Muppets Take Manhattan. Opening around the country in July. Got the record up here. See package for details. This is what, 1984. What was I saying? I got distracted. And this one, as you can see, it's kind of coming loose. Yeah, okay, I got these from the comic shop in town, which is not that far from where I am right now. Star Wars, the arcade game, comes home for the 2600 and computer. Look, the Atari 2600, Atari 5200, Atari home computers, ColecoVision, and the Commodore 64 from Parker Bros. And they're cheap bins. And the guy, when I put on these, like, oh, you found the Ditko issues? Like, yeah, I found these, and then I found, and I don't remember what issue it is. I don't know if it's Amazing Spider-Man Spectacular. It's the annual. It's the first appearance of Speedball, who was created by Steve Ditko. And then we got another issue here. This is Marvel Tales 170, If This Be My Destiny. Dedicated to you, the great new Marvel breed of reader. And it's still 60 cents. Mario Brothers. Exciting two-player action. Another Smash arcade hit brought home only by Atari for use with Atari 2600 game Series video arcade systems and versions exclusive for the Atari 5200 Super System. Exciting two-player action, of course. Something's gumming up the plumbing. Poor Luigi's in a bind. Cool turtles out to get him. Giant crabs are right behind. Fighter flies, holy cripes, all coming out the pipes. Mario, where are you? Yes, this is the game, which is the first appearance of Luigi and the first time that Mario and his brother Luigi are considered plumbers. Even though I don't think they really are anymore. Okay, this is reprinting Amazing Spider-Man 31. A new era in the life of Spider-Man is about to begin, and you shall live it with him. And we got the same creative team as always, Ditko, Lee. This is from December '84, so near the end of the year, which meant it probably came out in like September. As always, just some great Ditko artwork. Oreo's always had neat little ads. Imagine Oreo cookies everywhere, and you got to sit here and find all the Oreo cookies. For more fun, color this page. You don't see these kind of ads in comics anymore because comics aren't really for kids anymore. That's kind of what's hurting the comics. They're for... I'm going to catch shit for this, but a lot of the superhero stuff is for grown-up man-childs who... you see these people griping about, oh, it's edgy and dark, and this grim, dark edgelord bullshit. It's like, well, you want the same crap you read since you were 5 in comics? I like my comics to change a little bit. And I do enjoy, non-dark comics. I mean, look, I'm reading, Silver Age Marvel. You can't get any non-dark than that. Saturday is the place, starting September 15th on CBS. I love these ads. These are a nice little snapshot of my childhood almost. It's 1984. We got Muppet Babies, Get Along Gang, Saturday Supercade with Cubert, Space Ace. I cannot read what that one is. Kangaroo, Donkey Kong, Dungeons & Dragons, Prior's Place, and Pole Position. Now, I've got every episode of Dungeons & Dragons. I've got one or two episodes of Pole Position. Never seen Prior's Place anywhere. I remember watching it when it was on, but never seen it. Saturday Supercade I got one full episode of, and Get Along Gang I know is out on DVD. Muppet Babies, sadly, is not officially on DVD, but every one of the networks would do this. They'd do a big ad, sometimes a 2-page ad, about what was coming up on Saturday. That's how you knew what the new cartoons were. And the neat thing is that this Richard Pryor thing is by Sid and Marty Crofton, who did, all kinds of HR Puff and stuff and all that. Just more great artwork. I just love these faces. That's the Green Goblin's son, Harry, if I remember right. And I'm pretty sure that's not Gwen Stacy, I don't think. Yeah, Ditko especially back then, was just so good. I wish he'd say, and speaking of, this is the NBC one. Saturday morning, and we got the Peacock, and they're just showing off all the shows we got. Oh, gotta go this way. Starting off with the Snorks, which was a new show at the time. Pink Panther and Sons, a new show. The Smurfs, which have been around for a while. Alvin and Chipmunks, which at the time I think had been around for a couple of seasons. Kid Video, which was a new show time. Mr. T, which was a cool show. Going Bananas, I don't remember this one. I don't think I watched that one. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Wonder Girl on, and then we get the end. Most of these, I'm sure, like the Snorks, that's been aired on Boomerang. Pink Panther and Sons, some channel re-aired. Smurfs was on Boomerang. Alvin and Chipmunks, everybody remembers, especially now thanks to the movies. Kid Video does not seem to get rerun because of music rights. Mr. T, Boomerang showed it, I think, for a while. Going Bananas, I have no clue about this. By the time he's done, you'll be going bananas with real-life orangutan named Roxana Banana. Okay? Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. One of my favorite cartoons as a kid. It was one I looked forward to every week. It was one that we had a VCR early on, so on Saturday mornings, I'd be recording cartoons off one channel, watching another channel, so I got to see twice as many cartoons. Whatever I recorded on Saturdays, I'd watch Sundays after church. I had cartoons Saturdays and Sundays. Spider-Man was one, I would keep the episodes. I had a tape full of them, and why is that not out on DVD in the States? I know there's a UK release. I think there's like an Australian, which would be, Region 4? I think Australia's Region 4, UK's Region 2, but it's not out. I'm sorry for the shadow. I'm not used to the light in here. Just, of course. Then we got a Secret Wars ad. Looks like Mike Zeck artwork, but I'm not sure. And my only complaint about this entire Secret Wars series of figures is the Captain America figures. Shield looks like shit. But besides that, it's kind of, I like the Doctor Doom with the kind of robotic shit on him. Remember when I used to play with these kids, I made Doctor Doom a good guy because I didn't have that many hero figures. And then we got, of course, that page, little mini ads with people selling comics and just junk and just all kinds of Spider-Man stuff here. And this is Sal Brodsky had just passed away. The bulletin again. The mailbag. Page coming out to Craven the Hunter pin-up, which I should just pin up then since it's already coming out. Drawn by Ditko. I know that's Ditko. And then you flip it over and we got the subscription, and then we got the Endless Quest books. How many of y'all remember these? Choose Your Own Adventure. You read a couple pages and be like, if you want to do this, go to page 4. If you want to do this, go to page 5. These are the Dungeons and Dragons, the TSR books. Really fun. I loved those as a kid. And then on the back we have, for an Atari game that I didn't even know existed. I probably saw these ads back then, forgotten about it. I got into collect an Atari back in the early 90s. This is Frogger 2 3 Deep. And it was available for Atari home computers, Atari 2600, Atari 5200, ColecoVision, and Commodore 64. Then we have the last of this stack here, and this is issue 175. It's went up from, oh, look at that. 170 was 60 cents. 175 was 65 cents. Went up 5 cents. When Falls the Meteor. Spidey as you like him, in college, in trouble, and in action. Action, action. Now this one, someone want to point out, this is a newsstand edition. See, it's got the barcode. Back in the day, the ones that went straight to comic shop would have a black box here with Spider-Man's face usually in it. And I remember people saying those were worth a little more because they're hard to get a hold of. Cloak and Dagger, and the new bi-monthly comic by Mil Mantlo, Rick Leonardi, and Terry Austin. This is kind of neat because in June on Freeform, which is the Form ABC family, they're going to be a Cloak and Dagger series. Now this reprints Amazing Spider-Man 36, which is, if not the last issue by Ditko, right at the end of his runs, right before he left. When Falls the Meteor, in which Spider-Man must face the mortal menace of the uncanny looter. That god-awful looter. As a guy who gets powers from Meteor. Kind of a neat one. I want to say this is the last Ditko one, which kind of sucks because it ain't a great issue for him to leave on, but hey, shit happens. Another Oreo ad. Oreo always advertised in these. Fit for life, yeah. And that's actually smart putting this in there because most of your comic fans are either overweight or underweight. You don't go in a comic, well, especially that, you didn't go in a comic shop or see people read comics that were in shape. It just was not, yeah. And there's the looter with his god-awful costume. And then the Taste of Alice World, Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces had been kind of saved because they were kind of dying off because of M&M's by E.T. So this was like their E.T. ripoff that they used for a while to advertise Reese's Pieces. What's that? See, I'm thinking this is Gwen Stacy, but I'm not sure. I haven't read these in a while. Oh, Bonkers. Who remembers Bonkers ads? Look out. When new Bonkers fruit candy hits town. And you see, it's just typical Spidey stuff. Look at that. I love that drawing there. I'm pretty sure that is Gwen. It is. Okay, he calls her Gwen right here. That is Gwen Stacy. I love that. Steve Ditko could just draw anything back in the day. Nowadays, his art ain't near as good, but it's still not horrible. Hey, kids, join the NFL Super Pro Club today. I talked about in League of Regrettable Heroes book review part 2, NFL Super Pro, which was a comic from Marvel. And you get them there, marketing the kids. And the Olympic Club, who we're supposed to ask for. So we're supposed to ask for Janet this time, but she looks just like Penny. Maybe they're twins. Who knows? I thought I saw Kool-Aid Man there for a second. There's more artwork. More of them ads. There's the Thor guy. I used to call B-Man when I was a kid for some reason. And then this. The signal nearing the end of one of my favorite titles from Marvel at the time. War is Over. ROM Space at number 65, featuring the ultimate battle on the Wraith War by Bill Mantlo, Steve Ditko, and P. Craig Russell. Basically, Steve Ditko was doing breakdowns and P. Craig Russell was doing finishes. Great series. Great series. And the previously mentioned League of Regrettable Superheroes book part 2 video, I'll talk a little bit about ROM. Then we got Post Office from the Past, which is a couple pages. This is... Oh, the Merry Marvel Marching Society. Okay, that's kind of neat. The subscription, and then they want you to fill out this and send it in, cut your comic up, and tell them what ads you like seeing in your comics. I like seeing ads about comics. And then we have Star Comics. All your favorite characters await you in the wondrous world of Star Comics. They're here, are present to you. Collector item first issues, new from Marvel. We have all your favorites. Heathcliff, Ewoks, Strawberry Shortcake, the Get Along Gang, the Muppet Babies ain't on here. Fraggle Rock not on here. Introducing the newest superstars, Planet Terry, Peter Porker, who's not on here. It's probably the best known of the Star stuff that they created themselves. The Spectacular Spider-Man, of course. Wally the Wizard. That's either Wally the Wizard or Royal Roy. And Top Dog. That excitement starts now. Don't miss a single fun-filled issue. That was Marvel's kids line. Yeah, like I said, I got these out of the cheap bin. 4 issues. Didn't pay that much for them. Great Ditko stuff, Stan Lee stuff, you know. Sadly, Mr. Lee right now is not in good health, and I'm hearing stories about him taken advantage of financially, which is sad to hear. But this has went on more than long enough. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Talk to everybody later. Remember, if you enjoyed this, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all that other bullshit. Bye-bye.